yeah, whatever Parker brings, I'm gonna be ready for it. I'm gonna be ready to put him out, put him to sleep, and
Tyson Fury recently shared his thoughts on the upcoming heavyweight clash between Daniel Dubois and Joseph Parker. "I've got to go with my old pal Joseph Parker," Fury stated, expressing his support. Meanwhile, Dubois has made it clear he expects nothing less than a dominant performance against Parker. The rising star has been vocal about the pressure he plans to bring, predicting he'll overwhelm the 32-year-old former world champion within 3 rounds. Dubois revealed his mindset heading into the bout, emphasizing that he feels more than prepared to face a fighter like Parker, who has proven to be a formidable opponent in the heavyweight division. Despite his confidence, Dubois acknowledged Parker's unique challenges, noting his technical boxing style and wealth of experience as factors that will test him in the ring.
you know, not overlooking anything, but I'll be ready for it.
What does he do well, in your opinion?
Wherever he does well, I'll do better. With stronger, wherever he does well, I'll do better.
Seems like you're in a state of mind, whoever's in the opposite corner to you, you don't really care about
No,
what they do.
feeling like I can go through these guys like a.
On the other hand, Joseph Parker has undergone significant transformation in recent years. Following his loss to Anthony Joshua in 2018, Parker redefined his approach to boxing, transitioning from an aggressive, slugger-style fighter to a more calculated and strategic one. In his last 2 outings, Parker demonstrated his evolution by outboxing both Guile Jin and Deontay Wilder over 12 rounds, earning points victories. His emphasis on technique and strategy, rather than relying on knockouts, has made him a more elusive and challenging target in the ring. To counter Dubois' power and relentless pressure, Parker will need to draw on all of his experience and tactical acumen, utilizing his refined skills to stay one step ahead in what promises to be an intense battle.
I've always, as a fighter, you want to work hard and you want to fight for the championship of the world. And this is my 2nd time to fight for it. And it's going to mean a lot because I'm doing this for me. Like, I got these goals that I want and that I've set, and I'm doing it for me, my wife and kids. And I want to show the world how good I am, or how.
In a recent interview, Joseph Parker acknowledged the threat posed by Daniel Dubois, but expressed confidence in his own abilities. Parker recognized Dubois' relentless aggression and powerful combinations as significant challenges, but believes his speed, movement, and technical boxing skills will give him the edge in their fight. While fully aware of Dubois' dangerous potential, Parker is determined to prove that he has the tools to overcome the challenge. The New Zealander, often cast as the underdog in past bouts, has repeatedly demonstrated his ability to thrive under pressure. Parker is prepared to silence the doubters once again, showing that he can stand toe-to-toe with the best the heavyweight division has to offer.
To Daniel Dubois and how he's turned his career around. Like, I went against him in all 3 fights, and I have to say, you know what? You've done it.
This fight.
Yeah, well, in this fight, mostly this fight, but he's. I just feel like he's coming in form, and he believes in himself. And he's got confidence, and he's he's putting in the work. But for me, it stops right here.
You say it stops right here.
I feel like his climb back.
Yeah.
You know, he is the champion of the world, so you got to respect that he's the champion of the world at the moment. And my goal is to.
In the lead up to the fight, Daniel Dubois has been vocal about his ambitions to eventually become the undisputed heavyweight champion and seek revenge against Oleksandr Usyk. Their first bout ended controversially, with Dubois suffering a 9th-round TKO loss to the Ukrainian. Eager for a rematch, Dubois views a victory over Joseph Parker as a potential stepping stone toward another showdown with Usyk for the undisputed title. For now, however, Dubois is keeping his focus firmly on Parker. He has vowed to secure a knockout victory and continue building momentum in the heavyweight division, determined to prove he's a top contender on the path to championship glory.
Get through Parker, and that fight's done, I think. Yeah, but it's all about making noise and making, as a world champion, you can sort of, choose your destiny and choose your path now. And I'm just challenging him. In my eyes, I'm challenging him. I want to become undisputed champion and get all the belt.
Despite his bold predictions, Daniel Dubois has faced criticism for focusing on Oleksandr Usyk before securing a victory against Joseph Parker. Promoter Frank Warren has openly expressed concern about Dubois being distracted by thoughts of a rematch with Usyk instead of concentrating on the immediate challenge. Warren highlighted that Parker is a dangerous and skilled opponent who cannot be underestimated. He emphasized that Dubois must remain fully focused on the task at hand to avoid jeopardizing his chances of advancing further in the heavyweight division. Clip. While Daniel Dubois remains confident in his abilities, it is evident that he faces a formidable challenge in Joseph Parker, where any misstep could prove costly. Frank Warren's remarks highlight a growing concern within the boxing world that Dubois might be overlooking his opponent by focusing too heavily on his future ambitions. To succeed, Dubois will need to shift his full attention to the immediate task, as underestimating Parker could derail this path to the top of the heavyweight division. Clip. On the other hand, Joseph Parker's promoter, David Higgins, has voiced strong confidence in his fighter's chances against Daniel Dubois. In a recent interview, Higgins stated there was no doubt in his mind that Parker would emerge victorious on February 22nd. While acknowledging Dubois' power and skill, Higgins dismissed the idea that Parker would be overwhelmed by the younger, harder-hitting contender. He highlighted Parker's victories over some of the toughest fighters in the division, including Deontay Wilder, as evidence of his experience and resilience. Higgins emphasized that Parker's experience and ring IQ would provide a crucial advantage in the fight. He also suggested that Dubois might be underestimating Parker, a mistake that could prove costly when the two step into the ring. Clip. Higgins' comments echoed the sentiments of other observers who believe Daniel Dubois may be overconfident heading into the fight. Despite his recent knockout victory over Anthony Joshua, Dubois has yet to face a fighter with Joseph Parker's level of experience and skill. Many are eager to see how Dubois handles the technical demands of this matchup. Parker has consistently demonstrated his ability to box intelligently, using his footwork and speed to outmaneuver even the most powerful opponents. For Dubois, this fight presents a completely different type of challenge compared to his bout against Joshua, requiring him to adapt and prove he can compete at a higher technical level. Clip. Moreover, Higgins reminded everyone that Joseph Parker has often been cast as the underdog in his career, including in high-stakes bouts against Deontay Wilder and Zhilei Zhang, both of whom were heavily favored to win. In both instances, Parker defied expectations, showcasing his heart, determination, and skill to secure victory. For Higgins, this is a familiar narrative. Parker has consistently risen to the occasion, silencing doubters with his performances in the ring. Higgins remains confident that Parker will once again prove his worth, demonstrating that he is more than capable of defeating Daniel Dubois. Clip. Despite Daniel Dubois' emphatic victory over Anthony Joshua, several voices in the boxing world predict that Joseph Parker will emerge victorious in their highly anticipated clash. Among them is Eddie Hearn, who has publicly backed the New Zealander to win. Hearn believes Parker possesses the skills and tactics needed to overcome Dubois. Hearn argued that while much of the attention is on Dubois' potential rematch with Oleksandr Usyk or another bout with Joshua, Parker brings key attributes to the table: the ability to take the fight into the later rounds, a strong work rate, and a reliable chin. "I think Joe Parker wins, I really do," Hearn stated. "I'm a big Joe Parker fan. He's a mate of mine, and I'm kind of his unofficial promoter." For Dubois, everyone is talking about Usyk or the AJ rematch, but Joe does all the things you need to beat Dubois. Take him deep, maintain a high work rate, have a good chin, and keep chipping away. Hearn suggested that Dubois, despite his recent surge in confidence, may still be vulnerable when pushed into the later rounds. Parker's conditioning and tactical approach could test Dubois' resilience. Dubois used to have a threshold where he was asked questions after 3 or 4 rounds. Hearn explained. Now, with his confidence, that might come after 7, 8, or 9 rounds. You've got to take him there and then make him question his heart. Joe is the kind of fighter who can do that, so I think he wins. Lawrence Oakley shares a similar view, noting that Parker's style could pose significant problems for Dubois. While acknowledging Dubois' power and speed, Oakley believes these attributes may not be enough to overcome Parker's experience and technical skills. He pointed out that Parker's boxing IQ and ability to control the tempo of a fight could create serious challenges for Dubois, making Parker a formidable opponent in this matchup.